So are we gonna get the stupid romance out of the way, at least in this part?
No.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the pretentious mind of David Cage in Fahrenheit.
Don't know if I did it in last part, but
Don't forget,
I'm calling it
Lucas.
now. Since this is a romance that's supposed to apparently expand the length of the story, let me guess how it's gonna go out. She's apparently the only one who understands Lucas, because apparently some private scene or something, and that's how they fall in love.
No. Actually, you're far off on that one.
Really? So it's not that she's the only one who understands him, and that's why, you know, the romance goes down?
No. That's not exactly it.
Lucas.
Okay.
Lucas.
Dwebs, you don't have to roleplay. There's voice acting here.
Hey, doesn't mean we can't add another personality to these characters to actually exposit on how stupid the story is.
True, I guess.
Of course I can't die. I still haven't given you those cookies yet.
Oh, so now you're going to tell me, even though, you know, you could have easily told me those last two scenes?
About the cookies?
No, about what happened to the past. By the way, did you get those cookies to, the judge? The one that David Gant referred?
Oh, yes, he rang. He's suffering from food poisoning.
Oh, dear.
I must have undercooked them.
They just needed one man to...
So, yeah, she's here to basically give us some more exposition.
Wait, characters that talk in nothing but exposition. Is this David Cage or Christopher Nolan?
Do you want an exposition?
Oh, shut up.
Do you want a prologue?
Some information in a song. In a way, yes.
I can give it to you in song alone.
You've seen too much, so you've become an inconvenience.
That's right, we've become an inconvenience.
They're coming. Save yourself, Lucas.
To the Mayan
They want
oracles.
your life.
Yeah, just like, so yeah, like
Like I called, it was of course called the Oracle.
Find some of the answers you
yeah, as Agatha just said, well, turns out there are some Mayan oracles involved in this. Mayan oracles, yes.
Mayan, yeah. Wait, Mayan?
Why
Mayan?
So now we've
And
got
now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to learn why the chapter is called Fallen Angels.
So now we've got the
Subtle.
weeping angels attacking us.
What does this have to do with Mayan?
Don't ask me, I don't know anything about mine. Great!
So are these where the evil ticks came from?
No, these angels have no we will get no explanation whatsoever what these angels are. They're just here.
This is basically Big Lipped Alligator Moment, the game.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just call it... Why
Are we
don't David
supposed
Cage
to
just
be
call this
scared
game
by this?
Alligator?
I'm sorry, what?
Are we supposed to be scared by this?
Honestly, I don't even know what this scene is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be scary? Is it
Was she
supposed
trying
to
to... It looked like she was just trying to comedically karate chop him in midair.
I'm sorry, this music right here makes me feel like I'm playing a Harry Potter game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound like something from like the fourth film.
I mean, not the film, but the video game specifically.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Did Jeremy Soule do the music for this
See,
game?
Lucas, all they wanted to do was just give you a hug.
You see,
Not
Dwebs.
the angels, Lucas.
You see, Dwebs. You see why I think Tom McShay is a shit reviewer, because he defends the games made by this moron.
Yeah,
Never heard of that guy.
yeah.
Tom
Who
McShay is an ex-GameSpot reviewer who is basically a moron who has no idea what makes a good game a good game.
Oh, goody, an Xbox.
Like to give you an idea, he gave a 9.0 to Beyond Two Souls, and he gave a 4.5 to DuckTales Remastered, just
Well,
to give you an idea of how much.
did he bring up good reasoning at least?
No,
Like, he didn't.
No.
But hang on,
No.
didn't
Well,
most...
I'll actually, since nothing actually happening plot-wise, I might as well bring up the review and give you the pros and cons that he gave.
Didn't most critics
Oh
not
no,
really
the
like
doors are
DuckTales
locked.
Remastered?
by that.
What? No,
You can't be as bad as IGN, who are basically biased to everything Mario and hate everything else.
DuckTales Remastered got critical acclaim, yeah, not as much as it should have because the game is overall fucking awesome, but you know how critics are. Critics now, video game criticism in general is just useless at this point.
I heard it was a little bit glitchy. That's partly why I haven't got the game yet until I've heard.
Well, the game has been the game has more than been patched at this point, so you can get it.
Oh my god, this is stupid. Okay, so let me get this straight. Everything's trying to kill him, yet when the things apparently have him, he suddenly is saved by waking up.
Sometimes I can even hear what people are thinking. And my body.
Okay, either these evil forces suck, or these evil forces suck, and they're being thwarted by bad writing.
Superman, Lucas.
Seriously though, I mean, if these evil forces are so hell-bent on taking him out, why is he saved by the mere notion of whiting out when they have him?
What if this whole thing isn't it at least
you know, reasons.
your grip on reality?
Okay, Lucas is insane. I'm sorry, that's the only way that could ever explain it. Clearly, his mind has turned himself into a Gary Sue. Because truly...
Well, the priest did just say you're losing your grip on reality.
Exactly. Truly, his mind is making him believe that he's some chosen one, thus a bad, illy contrived story, which always leads to him managing to get out of this harrowing situation by whiting out.
Oh, by the way, Shiroi, in case you've forgotten, because the priest here, he's Marcus, he's Lucas's brother, I know. Just because you called him priest, so I thought maybe you forgot about that.
Oh.
Lucas is
Well, I wouldn't blame you either because the characters are memorable. The characters are about as memorable as yesterday's toast. So
You can't betray your brother.
That is true.
But wouldn't you technically be helping your brother if you, got him some help?
Okay, Joe, but so I got Beyond Two Souls written review on GameSpot by Tom McShay. There's no bad points for him about Beyond Two Souls. But here's the good. Well-developed characters with evolving personalities.
Objection!
Grounded story that examines human failings. Grounded story.
As
Right.
Blackwood would say, silence.
I love this one. Controls help draw you into Jody's plight.
Wait, what? What was that again?
Control. I'll paste it. I'll paste it. Here it is.
Laundry.
Oh yeah, the laundromat.
Oh yeah, this laundromat chapter is pointless, so we might as well talk about this anyway. Trust me, audience that's watching, this is pretty much another waste of our time.
Don't worry, I'll feel free to bring up anything else I find stupid concerning this game.
There you go. That's according to him. There's no bad points. Usually with GameSpot considers the good and the
he's
bad.
a troll. He's a troll. This guy's a troll. He has to be. No one can be that stupid.
Controls help draw you into Jody's plight, eh?
No,
The guy-
no.
I still don't have the link.
If that's what you're wondering.
What link?
Thanks, Garrett.
No, it's not a link. I posted some text.
Choices
Oh,
let
I
you
can't see that either.
Okay, I guess the last thing he says is sort of true, but
Right.
the cutscenes always render
no,
them.
It's not.
It's
No,
like
not.
this.
What are you talking about?
It would be true if the cutscenes didn't render them
Why is there blood here?
pointless. So no, in the end, it's not true. I said it's kind of true, but then the cutscenes pretty much make them not true.
Okay.
So David Cage
The
has
controls
gone.
suck. The game is nowhere. Like the story is not grounded. Well-developed characters, my ass.
And any well-developed
what
characters
choices?
are either butchered or ruined.
Oh, so you can see it already, Shiroi?
Yeah, it's supposed
Okay, okay. Actually, but here's the thing, Joe, about you saying that Tom McShay is a troll. Here's the thing. GameSpot has a thing where every time a reviewer writes a review,
Wait, he's
he
an
always-
actual reviewer?
he was fired recently from GameSpot when GameSpot
Oh my
reviews-
god, he was actually an
I
official
wonder
reviewer?
why.
Wait, was he a reviewer when he gave that review?
Before he stabbed his victim.
Yes, he
Send the
he
link!
was-
Send the link! Send the
he was-
link! I have to see this.
What happened?
He was one of the lead reviewers of GameSpot until recently when he was fired when GameSpot was restructuring.
Stabs in the area of the heart.
Well, gee, I
I
wonder
wonder
why
why
they
he
fired
was
him.
fired.
The victim in the restaurant.
I have
Jeez,
my
now
reasons,
this
but
explains how the Heck Beyond Two Souls got a 70 on Metacritic. This was probably
Okay.
back when game reviewing
Sony
spots were
probably
still a bit
forked out
more
a lot of
dumb.
money.
Okay, here's the thing. See, here's this. I'm gonna put because GameSpot has one of those where when they're done
Oh,
writing a
gruesome, a
review,
knife is stuck in the guy's eye.
yeah. GameSpot has one of those
Wait,
things
death will be
where
instantaneous. Then shouldn't that mean that Ryan would have died as soon as he had his eye taken out by a knife?
Wrists are all cut up.
that's consistency. What the fuck is that shit?
Come on, David Cage, you wrote this. Surely you should have remembered it for Beyond.
It
Okay,
was high.
okay. So basically, in GameSpot, every time the reviewer finishes writing the review, he always writes something about him relating to the game personally, something personal, you know. And this is what he writes at the end of the Beyond review. Tom vehemently defends David Cage's previous game, Heavy Rain, plot holes and all, and wishes more developers would break free of industry conventions to create
You
fully
know-
unique experiences.
You know, I'd say that it's
Let's go.
GameSpot because GameSpot is sort of one of those infamous game reviewing sites, but I'm sorry. Even by GameSpot
basically what
standards,
you have here, so you see, Dwibs, basically what we have here is a blind David Cage fanboy. That's what we have here, pretty much.
you
This
know,
guy has no idea what he's talking about.
maybe this is how the game got 70 on Metacritic, because at the time they probably had, you know, their particular reviewers who often reviewed this sort of games.
The reviewers
Okay.
were massive
Oh look, how
fanboys.
about that? Darkstar's back from the laundry. Apparently he took a laundry trip.
Okay.
Ironically, weren't we just in
By the way,
a
Joe.
laundry?
By the way, Jova, here's the link to the review since you asked for it.
Hello, my name is Barney.
Barney the dinosaur.
All right, now that we're done with that,
I don't remember Barney looking like that.
That's what Barney's actually...
Okay, this is one of the chapters in the game that I actually really hate the most because
Yes, I remember you brought... I sort of peeked in on this for a bit, but I wasn't really watching the game, but yeah, I recall when you streamed this to Megasonic I'll just call him Isaac.
Megasonic yes.
Yeah, you really said that this is where there's apparently a meeting of a rogues gallery of villains like Arkham Asylum.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, what we're gonna do now is David Cage is about to rip off Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, goody.
So, is Anthony Hopkins in this game?
No, unfortunately, no.
Aw,
I have to say that when it comes
I wanted Odin to come in and banish
What were you
him.
saying, Shiroy?
You have to remember, Dwibs, this is before David Cage had the money to buy Hollywood talent.
He has Stephen Blum in this.
and even then he can't get it
He has
right.
Steve Blum in
Blum
this.
is,
I'll wait for you here.
Steve Blum is a voice actor who acts in pretty much everything. He's not exactly a big Hollywood star. I mean, come on. That's different.
Anyway, what were you saying, Shiroy?
Yeah, I've said it before, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I mean, yeah, sure. Especially when it comes to things in the entertainment industry, reviews are, for the most part, based on personal opinions. And I get, yeah, everyone has an opinion, but that doesn't mean your opinion is right. David
Exactly.
Cage sucks, his games suck, and if you say they're good, you are lying to yourself and everyone around
Amen to
you.
that.
can
And
have
sort of
a-
one of my problems is that whenever people will say Beyond Two Souls is good to me, they'll often flaunt the 70 Metacritic score.
Exactly. You can have an opinion as long as you back up your opinion with genuine arguments. Like, for
Thank
example,
you.
I say that I like Beyond, but the reason I like Beyond is because I find it a guilty pleasure. I find it funny. I love making fun of it. That's a genuine
Yeah.
reason for liking the
And you
game.
admit,
Well, like if
yeah,
I-
you also admit to its problems. When people defend Beyond Two Souls against me, one of the things they'll bring up is, hey, it has a 70 on Metacritic.
Okay, guys,
Clearly
guys.
people agree.
Okay, guys, let's listen to this guy's delivery of the lines because it's fucking hilarious.
true.
A
So,
man and a woman in a
What does this guy have to
laundromat.
do with the plot?
She's a little overweight.
he was involved in murder, in this kind of murder. Lucas is what now? A few years ago.
Wait,
know that.
so he murdered family of Lucas's?
No. He was also doing the same kind of murder Lucas did in the diner.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry,
he's
and-
the murderer of Kirsten, I guess.
And you
No, yeah, he's the murderer of Kirsten, exactly. Good call.
So, yeah,
in a
we're
mental
going to-
asylum right now, or...
Yes, we're in Arkham
So
Asylum.
we're going to interview an
Okay.
insane man. Because clearly an insane man will tell us nothing but the truth.
Always.
Okay, just listen to this. Just listen to it. His delivery is hilarious.
Nobody knows. Nobody sees him.
Why are we going into who's the... Oh, wait.
But I know.
Why are we even talking to this guy? Don't we know who the murderer is, Lucas? What reason does she have to look further into Lucas's murder? It's not like she's talked to Lucas and
Because
he's
she
told...
wants to understand. She's trying to understand exactly what's going on with Lucas and how he got these powers. So, and this guy's the
But
only
that
one
doesn't
who...
make sense because... Okay, what...
Oh, wait,
let me
Revelation.
just say this.
Wait. Plot point. We have an important plot point, so hold that thought, Jova. This guy's now telling us that there's these people behind all of this called the Orange Clan. So yeah, that's our villains. The Orange Clan. Okay, Jova, you can say what you want
It
now.
wouldn't make sense... Okay, if she had talked to Lucas and he told her about what was going on, then that would actually give reason for her to be suspicious, so then it would make sense for her to go talk to this guy, but at this point, she literally said in the last scene we saw her... Well, okay, the scene before the laundromat, Lucas is pretty much wanted. We are going after him. It doesn't make sense for her to be looking further into this when she's made a declaration that they're gonna go after
Wow,
him.
this guy... Well, at least this guy's having fun with the dialogue he's given.
Yeah, pretty much. The drug also, guys, noticed the way he moved his mouth when he finished talking. It was like,
Uh-oh, good. Hey, look, an electric blackout, just like Arkham Asylum.
Come on.
Though, to be fair,
yeah.
this did come out before Arkham Asylum, so I won't call... Oh, I know what's going to happen.
Oh,
The
shit.
guy's going...
The cell doors.
Okay, so you guys remember that part when I was in the
Someone's gonna
archives
come
I
out and
had-
kill him. There's going to be an insane maniac breakout, isn't there?
Okay, so
You mean the patients want me to leave their cells and
yeah.
nothing?
And I
So
called
basic-
it.
Don't make any noise.
Yep. So basically, you guys remember how in the archives...
You're gonna die, mate.
Remember when I was in the archives and I had to level up my breathing every 2 seconds?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna have to deal with that again because once again,
Breathe.
Carla
And let
is
me guess,
afraid
jump
of...
scares are abound here.
Don't breathe more
Of course.
calmly.
Goody, jump
Ugh.
scares. Just what we
Get me
need.
For sure.
They're so lazy.
And then they get me, monsieur. Oh god.
You know what, guys? If we're gonna be emulating Left 4 Dead or... Oh wait, no wait, wrong game. If we're gonna be playing Evil Dead, might as well just be playing Evil Dead. Because
Okay, so
seriously, with the way
basically
this
the way
guy's moving, it might as well be playing Evil Dead. Or House of the Dead.
This is what we... So yeah, this is David Cage, of course. He has to draw... He can actually create an original story.
Come on, let me break out the gun so I can shoot these zombies.
This isn't Resident Evil, mate.
But Joe, that might actually be fun. We can
How
have
would
that.
it not be more fun than this? Seriously.
My point exactly. That will be fun. We can have fun in a David Cage game.
Well, yeah, and again, this ain't Resident Evil.
That was supposed to be a jump scare?
How everything came to me. I couldn't control my fear.
What, she died?
Yeah, I died, but I'm going back to the latest checkpoint. Don't worry. Don't worry. We won't be here for long.
Move! Breathe!
This is... Hey, come to think of it, where did
Can we
the
just
attendant
get-
we were talking to
The
earlier
big
go?
problem with this section, is I can barely see anything. Look at this.
Can't you use
I
chaos?
can't see anything.
Can you just use chaos control and skip this part?
Oh god,
don't
the
worry,
same guy over again? We're going to have to go through this?
I could do that, but fortunately, the power of editing makes it faster than that. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this part of the game is literally a shot in the dark. That's literally it.
So let me get this straight. You move around, you move around, you move around. Ooh, you spot an insane guy. Press L or right to stay calm. That's it.
Basically, the way it works is every time she says he's right there, it's because someone's in the air, so we have to stop and we
Oh,
stop
we're dead
breathing.
again.
Jump scares are
Yeah.
lazy.
How everything came
And even
to
my
me.
jump scare standard. Seriously. How is that supposed to
Okay,
scare us?
Power of editing, go!
Oh, thank god.
Yeah. Alright,
Chaos control!
we're outta
Oh,
here.
jump scare.
Run!
Run! No, run! What are you doing?
Skipping the
Walking!
level.
Oh my god, I could not possibly outrun them!
Close
Close
the
the
door!
door.
Shut the... Yeah, shut...
Oh.
I guess David was too, I guess the animators were too little to animate the door opening, so cut away to this.
So what's gonna stop them from smashing for the glass door?
Great, Barney.
Since that thing looks awfully
I
fragile.
love playing hide and seek in the dark with a pack of psychopathic killers.
Huh. I'm Cricky!
Well, that's it. We're done with that chapter. Move on.
But actually, what did we actually accomplish there?
Establish that this group of people behind all this called the Orange Clan.
Yeah,
And we
the
don't know much
Orange
more than
Clan.
that.
I hope that I could rest for a
Yes,
couple
the
of
Orange
hours
Clan.
at Tiffany's place.
Can I just say that some of these graphics look worse than PS1 Tomb Raider to me?
That's another big failing of David Cage. He always tries to go for realistic style graphics. The problem is that style of graphics, not only do they age fast, they age horribly.
Yeah, I have to agree that realistic graphics age the worst
Tell me
out
about
of
it.
every
I mean,
other graphic type.
Look at
even
Beyond.
the Arkham games knew not to be completely realistic.
Not Beyond. I mean, if you want to do graphics, grounded, gritty graphics, do it like Last of Us. Because Last of Us, it's realistic, but they add some shading
Or the
to it.
Arkham games, which pretty much put a special twist on it. Sure, you're being somewhat realistic, but you remember that you're working with the Batman world, so you remembered also throw in all that crazy stuff too.
Oh my god, yeah. So in this chapter, we're trying to get to Tiffany's house so we can hide from the police.
And she's going to die.
And yes, QTE climbing fences. That's fun.
What fun?
Let's see. So since I've already called that Tiffany, his
Oh
by
my
the way,
God,
is she still his
this-
ex-girlfriend, or does the story actually acknowledge that you've apparently made amends with her?
Kind of.
Oh, good, because it would be just
thank
awful
you.
if we had to
Thank
press
you
the
so
analog
much.
stick up and down for nothing.
So yeah. Trust me. You're right in thanking me for skipping all of that.
Who makes
Trust
something with
me,
a
you didn't trust-
QTE for something as basic as that?
I want to assure our audience. Trust me, you did not miss anything.
What the heck?
This could sum up David Cage's career. You didn't miss anything.
Behold, breaking and entering.
How charming.
Well, it's an emergency. I'm running from the police, so
So
I
how's
can't.
she gonna die? Is she gonna end up getting shot because the police are shooting at him? Or is it gonna have to do
No,
something
she's
with the
just-
demon inside of him?
Well, again, who cares about spoilers? This game's story stuff anyway. Steve Blum kills her.
Oh, so I was right, the demon.
I was starting to feel weak.
God dang it, David Cage! Well, then again, I guess... Okay, I guess probably it would have
What's with all
made
this-
sense to pretty much do that.
What's with all
So
this
cliche.
What's with all these inside character head narrations? Did this guy watch the Alone in the Dark film?
This is a common David Cage thing, Dwebs. In Heavy Rain, he also does something like this, where you can press L2 at any time during the game to hear the character's thoughts.
With the thermometer dropping to a new record low of -15 degrees.
You see, audience?
You know,
the name
for-
Fahrenheit has
this is-
something to do with it. It so should have been called
Where was-
Fahrenheit.
Murder has been identified. His
What's
name
this
is
game set?
A man with the law
New York, I
was able
think?
to escape
Oh,
last night.
for a minute there I thought this was France.
His killing spree
Yeah.
continues.
David Cage is trying to make it into, is trying to be recognized by Hollywood, so he's doing American settings. You know.
And yep,
Oh look!
He doesn't emulate America well at all. In fact, he
Oh
doesn't
my
even
God, look, guys,
emulate
guys,
France
guys.
very well.
Guys, a professor who specializes in Mayan mythology.
and he just
He's gonna be the
happens to
answer.
be spoken on the radio, or TV, I guess.
Civilization.
Convenient?
Exactly.
Gotta make this
He knows what
progress
quactalon means. I know what you guys are. Quactalon. That's a word that I said back in the church. Basically, we have to find out what quack. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Quactalon. Whatever. That.
Quack, quack.
It's a stupid word that doesn't exist. Move on.
I thought you said quack as in the duck.
And even if it exists, it's a stupidly constructed word
Truly
anyway.
a
It
stellar
sounds
boyfriend this guy is, breaking into his girlfriend's home, not even notifying her that he's here, and just having at it with the fridge. I mean, I know he's probably desperate, but come on, man. Seriously? Surely you could have thought of something else. I don't know, maybe I'm
Okay,
being a
so-
bit too hard on the story at this point.
Okay, so basically...
Nope, you're doing just fine, Jova.
So basically, in typical David Cage
Yeah, you're
style,
right.
the game has grounded me once again. So now I'm basically waiting for Tiffany to
Okay,
come
then,
home.
if that's the case story-wise, no, I'm not being too hard on this game, because this game is going to lead us to believe that he is pretty much camping out in her apartment with absolutely no regard for what could possibly happen to her in the process. Good, good. Just fine, game.
Boyfriend of the year.
Yeah, I'm basically, partying out, doing whatever, because, I can't really do anything else.
I'm gonna make a sandwich.
Sure.
So basically you're making him into even more of a prick.
Because the game won't let him do anything but. How charming.
Exactly. This is the choice you have. Do what the game wants you to do, or be bored as shit.
Yeah, it would just be a spectacular headcanon. Think about it. What if this guy is really Ryan? And that's why he's able to connect with Jody, because he too has had a spirit in his head. And that would also explain him being a prick.
I love how David Cage is always going on about how his games are about, oh, your choices change how the story goes. And yet when you actually play the games, it basically amounts to do what the game wants you to do, or just do nothing. That's
Didn't we
basically what it is.
cross-examine him in part 11 of Beyond Two Souls?
You can either cooperate or sit on your ass, because it's gonna happen either way.
Exactly.
What?
Well, to be fair, Evie Rain actually did get that somewhat right, but it still ended up falling apart. But at least in that one, he kind of managed to make it my choices actually mattered.
So do you actually have to look at all this stuff before the game will actually let you, or is it just some sort of time limit that, well...
It's a time limit. I'm basically, again, the game has grounded me, so I have to wait until...
Okay, look, I know that plot contrivances of, things just happening to happen at the right time are sort of a pet peeve, but come on, gameplay-wise, we don't really pay attention to that because it's actual gameplay.
Okay, we're done. Look, my theory for why David Cage does this is for the sake of immersion. We have to sit here and wait for her because
now, see, here's what's here's what's inconsistent. It's like, okay, sure he has time things wait, so that would make sense. But then he has stuff on the TV appear at the right time.
Lucas, what happened to you? The papers are saying that you killed several people. Is it true?
The whole thing is very complicated. All
Just
I can tell you
answer a
is
question.
I am not a murderer.
Yeah, it's complicated, but...
I love you, Lucas.
So wait, so apparently you
possessed.
can't think of... So wait, apparently you can't explain it, but you're
Let
not
me
a
guess,
murderer.
he's going to...
Make up your
Don't you
mind.
just love how she instantly believes him?
Let me guess, is he going to get possessed and he'll murder her?
No. Actually, no.
Aw.
Lucas, it's the police.
She dies in this video, right?
Look,
Conveniently, the police arrived just now.
Come on, so wait, so let me get this straight. So we had to wait for all these events to happen, but apparently stuff like,
you'll see.
that news on the TV or the police happening to
Alright,
arrive
so now
at the
we
right
have to
time
hide.
are just a-okay with happening.
Yes, just a second. I'm
I
coming.
guess.
Oh, sure you are.
Oh yeah.
I can't keep them waiting anymore. I've got to open the door.
So open it.
No, it's simple. Tell them that you're getting dressed. It always
Don't you
works
think
with
the police would hear
stereotypical
what
police.
Wouldn't the police hear what she's saying?
Get your logic out of here,
I'm
Clips.
Detective
This is
Todd
Cage
Miles,
World.
NYPD. I'm working on the Lucas Kane case. I think that you two were romantically
That's
involved.
one thing
think?
I always find.
We're involved.
I always
But we
find this
separated.
odd in
We
these
broke
kind
up
of
about a month ago.
police
Have you heard from Mr. Kane
with police that
recently?
dress in
Has
street
traffic
clothes.
contacted you?
I went by his apartment day before yesterday.
Does
to
this happen?
rest of my things.
I know this happens a lot, doesn't it? Police dressed in street clothes. It's just to blend in.
Do you mind if I
I
look around?
guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like an undercover
Well,
method.
it's just that
I guess.
Yeah, that can work, especially
It's
when
used a lot
detectives
here.
who also drive
Reminds-
around in unmarked vehicles and don't have to wear police
reminds-
uniforms.
It reminded me of like the early bits of Men in
Oh,
Black.
for God's
So
sakes,
basically,
we have
the-
to do
the-
Simon Says just to search around the house.
No. This is where.
You're getting warmer.
So no, what this is
Cold.
Lucas.
Cold.
In order, apparently, if I fail, I never actually failed this particular assignment says, but apparently, if you fail, Lucas starts spazzing out, revealing his location.
Oh.
It's taking a long time with my job. I don't have much time.
So you know what I have a theory?
I'm a nurse.
This is pretty much like Beyond Two Souls, but instead you actually do something to control the mundane situations. Hence, Beyond Two Souls is pretty much David Cage just dropping the Simon Says and pretty much just automating things altogether.
Well, this is still automated. This is basically a cutscene and they paste the Simon Says
That's
over
what I'm
it. That's pretty much
saying.
what it is.
That. I broke the glass while moving some furniture last night.
You are a terrible liar, miss.
You can argue that Dragon's Lair did that first, but Dragon's Lair came out in the 80s. It was a revolutionary game for its time.
Video games at that time were still trying to find their different identities as well.
When was this? 2005?
2005 for the PS2, Xbox, and PC.
Her voice is so out of place. It's just too sweet compared to all the other characters.
You mean Tiffany's voice?
Yes.
Maybe she's actually a good person for once.
Well, she's supposed to be the nice girlfriend of the protagonist.
That means
so
she has
of course
to
she has
die.
sound cute,
Thank you for your cooperation, miss.
so that you feel sorry when she dies.
Try to recontact you, please call me.
I probably won't.
Here's my card.
In writing terms, we call that emotional manipulation.
And here in the comic book world, we've developed a saying called
Kane's a
women
very
in
dangerous
refrigerators.
Well,
Women in refrigerators?
It has to do with the DC thing, but yeah, it's basically pretty much things like where you would have this damsel in distress, and yeah, it also does attach to men as well, but it started with how women in the media were constantly getting killed or something to give, you know, the hero some backstory or motivate the hero. Now it's also extending to men as well, but it's pretty much when you have this character who you introduce pretty much for the sake of killing off, or if you just kill them off in a horrible manner just to advance the plot and make the hero go, ooh, I'm sorry. I mean, it doesn't apply to all deaths, but it's when it really sticks out. And it's done horribly. As I'm guessing it's going to be done with Tiffany.
So yeah, next part, we're going to finally get some answers on what the fuck is happening in this game.
It only took us 45% of the game. Oh wait, no. 60%.
More than that, actually.
60%, I guess. Till next part.